Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a level loss spread for all of my Sagittarius out there for the week of January 3rd to the 9th. So, let's get after it. Alright. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Show me the cards that I need to see. Show me the cards that I need to see. Kind of love or energy is coming towards my Sagittarius in the week of January 3rd. My Sagittarius in the week of feels good, feels good. Alright, so first up we have the Moon card. We got some deception going on here, or the appearance thereof deception here. Something deceptive about this individual here. So that means there's some kind of hidden perils. May not necessarily be deception, but some type of hidden perils. This person coming towards you is not as advertised. So, give you an example of this. If this person is proclaiming to be single, I'm really getting the vibes here that they're not. Okay. They're not. Yeah, they're not. You know, they're not single. Yeah, and so you got to be kind of weary of if you actually can believe anything this person says about as far as their relationship status goes. However, this person is looking to take a leap of faith and move into another situation. So, I go a little further, then I'll kind of get to what I think's going on here. Also, we have a situation with the Five of Cups. So this person is definitely crying over spilled milk, looking back in regret, if you will, about how a situation was handled. So there's this rebound aspect going on here with this individual here. They've decided to make take a wise choice when it comes to a hard decision here, which is they've decided to, even though they're still attached to someone else, they're moving forward. I'm really getting the impression this person possibly could be married to someone else and the marriage is not over, but they're kind of coming off as if it is. Also, in terms, I don't feel like that there isn't any. I just think that the marriage situation is kind of messy, okay? Or and they're definitely attached to someone, but they're kind of moving forward. So this may be one of them situations where they may be married to someone, and they're kind of like in this middle ground at the moment. They're separated, so to speak, and this person's saying, "Hey, I'm single and available," but they're kind of not. But they kind of are, but they kind of not. And they're kind of looking back in regret, dealing with that emotional wave of consciousness they're dealing with from that other relationship, and they're kind of moving that forward here. They're being very cautious, okay? They're being very cautious. They're being very cautious, very guarded about what they say, what they don't say, all right? Now, this is an individual also that you've tepidly, I believe that you've tepidly dated this person a few times, and things have kind of worked out okay. We also have the Four of Swords here, representing a situation where there is some contemplation here. There was some reflection on the outward situation, so the exterior of the relationship here, and it's also a connection that they feel towards you and you feel towards them. You got the Lover's card here. So this person, there's a feeling like this person is like a twin flame type of situation we got going on here. Only thing here, this is possibly a twin flame energy that's not exactly available in a traditional sense. But I do feel like this person's separated, but they're kind of being a little bit cagey about the fact that they're separated. And so, that may be a deal breaker, may not. It really depends on the situation. So, with that being said, let's see what are the potential strengths of this situation. What are the potential strengths of this potential situation? What are the potential strengths of this situation here? What are potential strengths of the situation? There you go. Cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards that I need to. Ooh. Shit, because that popped out there, so we're definitely going to take that one. Okay, so the socializing factor, 3 of Cups, socializing factor is alive and strong. You guys do a great deal of socializing and hanging out together here. It's also got the strength card here. There's a great deal of passion and spiritual strength connection that I said that you guys do feel for each other. Also, High Priestess energy here. Your intuition is saying, you know what, there's definitely a deeper connection here. Also, I think you also know that things aren't quite right, but you guys have a connection, and so the connection is beginning to outweigh what's not exactly right here. Also got the Magician card here. You're definitely trying to manifest the reality that you want with this person. Okay, the Emperor card here. You're looking to assert yourself and kind of take control of the situation and kind of help push it forward. You know, so you're willing to put that in, because with you and this individual, there seems to be an equal give and take. Okay? Now, yeah, there's definitely an equal give and take. This person seems to be kind of like the charitable sort, you know, volunteer at a food bank or homeless shelter, so they have a good heart, seemingly. But you are aware that there is definitely a fork in the road, and at some point, even though things are cool and the vibe is great, at some point, you're going to have to see what's behind curtain number 1. You're going to have to, it's just a matter of time. The thing is not if, but when, okay? So, there's that. So, with that, those are the strengths. So, let's see, what are the potential blockages? What are the potential blockages could possibly be keeping you guys apart? What are the potential blockages potentially keeping you guys apart? What are the potential blockages keeping you guys apart? What are the potential blockages keeping you guys apart? What are the potential blockages keeping you guys apart? One more step. What are the potential blockages keeping you guys apart? Here we go. Some cards I need to see. Some cards I need to see. Some cards I need to see. All right, so potentially things keeping you guys apart. The protected, the cautiousness, you might say. The cautiousness, like I said, you know that there's something else going on there, and that's what's troubling you a little bit. Like, what is it? What is this situation? You know, like I said, it could go either way, depending on how you feel about the situation. These are potential things that can keep you guys from being together. The fact that this person is being cautious about what's going on behind the scenes, okay? Also, the Star card. Rebirth, renewal, hope. This person is attached to someone else. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of a problem with, like, starting something fresh, starting something new until that situation is resolved. Also, we have the 6 of Swords, representing a situation in which moving into calmer waters. You can't move into calm waters just yet until we find out and you deal with what's going on with this person's connection to someone else, obviously. Also, there's this aspect of feeling trapped here with the 8 of Swords energy. There's this feeling of being trapped, of having restrictive movement. You want to move forward, but there's only so far you can move forward, obviously, because of the attachment that this person has here. So, we have here the Page of Swords. Page of Swords represents like a naivete or an aspect of immaturity. I'm going to go more so with the former than the latter because this is something new. You know, there's a bit of a naivete, or you know, you're convinced. You know, you're kind of being a little bit naive about the situation on purpose because you know that there's something there, but you just kind of like, well, you know, and so you're kind of going along to get along. And also, finally here, you got the Page of Wands. Page of Wands means new exploratory energy, kind of doing things in a different way, kind of exploring new opportunities and new ways of doing things, and actually just pursuing something new, something fresh here. Okay, so in this particular reading, these two things actually mean they're very similar. Means something very similar. This is new opportunity, rebirth, restart. Page of Wands. This represents a situation which looking at a thing a new way, new energy, fresh eyes, fresh perspective. All of that is kind of like up in the air at the moment. You're just kind of living in the moment right now. But again, like I said, sooner or later, you're going to probably, you're going to have to deal with this situation because they're going to have to resolve this in order for you guys to move forward. Okay, so that being said, let's see what additional information Spirit wants to before I drop this baby. Additional information Spirit want to give me before I drop this thing. Here we go. So, Spirit is saying, put things in a proper context. Okay, so things are moving great. Things are moving just fantastic. Okay, just got to put things into context because there's only so far that you're going to be able to get with this situation. I know that's been the guided theme throughout this whole reading has been things are great. There's a connection. But this person cannot fully commit themselves to you because there's something else they have to deal with first. So put things in their proper context. This type of thing cannot go on indefinitely. They're going to have to deal with this situation. So even though you're happy and things are going good, put it in its proper context. Also, if you are having it, if you do like, well, you have a major issue with it, put it in its proper context. Meaning, listen, when people separate, you know, you have the leaver's perspective and you have the leavee's perspective. The leaver's perspective is like, listen, we're separated, so I'm going to do whatever I want to do to try to see, you know, if I really want to stay in this relationship. So they're the leaver. The leavee's perspective is, well, okay, I'm going to be here waiting for you, you know, whenever, you know, I'll give you some time and we'll just see what happens. So that's the leavee's perspective. They're not as eager to kind of get out there and do anything. And I or be with anyone new rather. And I believe my feeling with this is that this person is a leadee, okay, and they kind of don't want to move forward. But they kind of are moving forward. They're going through the motions, and as they're going through the motions, they're discovering, wow, there really is something here. This is something that's robust. This is something that is more than just a crush. This is something deeper, and I think they're realizing this is the time has gone on here, and that's what's beginning to happen here, and that brings up this next card, which is the feeling of renewal. There is definitely this sense of renewal, you know, of new opportunities, of a new start, a renewal of old feelings long since dormant. So a lot of new energies are coming into play here. And so, like I said before, I do believe they're going to end up kind of severing this thing with this individual, but it's, you know, it's complex, okay? And finally here, Spirit saying, make sure whatever you do, make sure things are balanced between you and this individual. So once this person does come out, or you have this conversation and things coming to the forefront, just make sure everything is got a balance here. Make sure you keep yourself balanced in this situation, because it is a complex one, and things will be fine. You guys will be great. So with that being said, I'm shutting this thing down now. This is a general love reading. May not resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you, you want to know more about this particular situation, the link will be below. If it didn't, that's great too. Just take those parts of this that do, if any, and disregard the rest. Also, if you haven't already, please like, please share, and absolutely subscribe. It really helps the channel. Also, it really helps me bring my very unique style of tarot out there to others to enjoy as well. My name is Adonis. I love you guys. Stay tuned for tomorrow. I'll be dropping a 20-minute video letting you guys know what's been going on behind the scenes, all kinds of crazy crap. 2020, thank God, is over. So I'm going to be bringing it to you guys tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.